one great panel back there. So right now, I would like to invite our next keynote speaker from Merlin chain, Jeff Lin, if you're in the room. Jeff Lin? Yes. So.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the great panel. Actually, Baroque and Pale are two of our strongest partners. So glad to see all of you guys here. Shout out to you guys. And yeah, I think Merlin Chain what Merlin Chain does is like trying to do something different. We are trying to bring the innovation from Bitcoin Layer 1 to Layer 2. And I know many people think Bitcoin Layer 1 doesn't have real innovations, but we beg to differ. The thing is, I think before last year, very few people think Bitcoin will have a retail ecosystem until what ordinals happen, BRC20 happened, ruins happen. I know right now it's not mainstream yet, but you have to admit BRC20, ruins, and ordinals, they bring millions of retail users to Bitcoin ecosystem. That's why, starting this year, we have Bitcoin Layer 2s, we have Bitcoin sidechains, we have Babylon, we have staking and restaking and AVS and all kinds of DeFi innovations. Because all these Bitcoin Layer 1 native protocols bring users' attention, bring volume from Layer 1 to Layer 2. And what Merlin Chain does is we want to provide more liquidity for those users and assets. So if you look at, if you're trying to trade ordinals or BRC20 on Layer 1, it's going to be very hard. You have to use UTXO to list them. You have to use PSBT to buy them. So the liquidity on Layer 1 is really bad. The waiting period is really long. The gas fee is really high. And you don't get what you want sometimes because people can just outrun you. But when you bridge all these BRC20, ruins, ordinals to Layer 2s, we can see the volume is going up really high. Actually, when you see Merlin's volumes on DeFi Nama, you can see the trading volume for spot is about like 3 billion right now. This is an old number. The perp is about like 2.5 billion right now. If you combine all of these new Ethereum Layer 2s, or if you look at all these other Bitcoin sidechains or Layer 2s, our volume is like whatever they combine together is about our volume. So this actually brings utilities and liquidity for those Bitcoin Layer 1 users. And we also have all these kind of new dApps like IDOs lending. The biggest Bitcoin lending protocol, Avalon, is born on Merlin. The biggest launchpad of Bitcoin is born on Merlin called Merlin Starter. They have 500 million and 400 million IDO in the first and second, which is like the history record on blockchain. The biggest spot trading is Merlin Swap. The biggest perp trading for Bitcoin is called Surf. And also Solve Bitcoin is born on Merlin as well. So we have all these great builders, partners like Pale and Baroque, and also Unicross, all these great partners to build on Merlin, which gives users better liquidity, or sometimes you can say access liquidity for these BRC20 and runes. And also because it's faster, it's lower gas fee, so that's why this is the scaling solution for Bitcoin Layer 1. The second thing is we're trying to bring more yield. This is way before today. What we bring yield to Bitcoin users happened after February. If you have 1 Bitcoin in your wallet before, you only get 1 Bitcoin. But if you're trying to stake and restake on Merlin, you have multiple yields. We support Lorenzo now, we support Baroque, we support Soft, we support all kinds of Bitcoin liquid restaking token, and we support Babylon. I don't want to say numbers, but you can see the Babylon phase 1 staking, lots of them are coming from the Merlin holders. So then you can use that Bitcoin to stake, on Solve or Baroque, and then you can, have the points from Babylon as well, the revenue from Babylon as well, and then restake that onto other 20 plus EVM chains, such as like Scroll, Nina, Mod, ZK-Link, Arbitrum, Ethereum, and also the upcoming top tier chains like Monad, Movement, and Berachain. So that will bring all kinds of different layers yields for users, for Bitcoin holders, for Bitcoin retail users, and also for Bitcoin wealth. And also, we are trying to give back the network revenue to the holders. So if you look at any other incentive protocols, Merlin is the only one having over $20 to $30 million network fees. And when we launch our POS mechanism, all these Bitcoin holders participate in this staking or restaking program will get all these network fees. by the percentage of what they hold or stake in the POS mechanism. So I think Merlin is the first one to do this, and right now we have more and more partners to build this together with us, and we are happy about it. The last thing we're trying to do is what I really focused in the past 1 to 2 months. We want to find outside liquidity and the volume and the users, because Bitcoin, like I ask everybody out there, like are you guys trading BRC20 or runes? Very few people are still trading BRC20 or ordinals or runes. But if we don't have trading activities, where are the real yields coming from, right? We cannot just farm points or farm tokens. We have to have yields coming from the real liquidity, the real trading volume of the retail users. That's why we always support Bitcoin and layer one assets, because those assets, those trading activities are the yields coming from. So we're trying to get all these, liquidity and users outside of Bitcoin. We encourage people and users from BNB chain, from Arbitrum, from Solana, from Telegram users to participate, to buy Bitcoin layer one assets. Not only Bitcoin, but also ordinals, runes, and BRC20. That's why we keep investing, incubating all these games, the apps from Telegram, from Solana. We're building cross-chain DEX. So you don't have to use Bitcoin. You can use your Solana or BNB to buy assets from Merlin without bridging. So I think the next step for Merlin is trying to expand our ecosystems, trying to find more users to massive adoption for those users to participate on Bitcoin layer one assets. And I think Merlin right now probably is like the only few who are still supporting Bitcoin layer one assets. We're supporting BTC Fi. I think most people here today are trying to understand what Bitcoin Fi is, but also we are trying to support the original assets, liquidity, and trading, because these are the future yields for Bitcoin Fi. Thank you, guys. And Merlin's slogan is make Bitcoin fun again. And I hope more people will join our dream, support us, and to do this. Thank you.